Welcome back to Inside Guelph. It's time for a history lesson. It's like being back in school, which is nice because the schools are air conditioned now and they weren't in my time. So we're going to get our history lesson from the Guelph Public Library. Darcy Hiltz, thanks for being here.
Thank you very much for letting me be here.
Oh, my pleasure. Well, I need to know a lot about the history here because you've brought in some fantastic pictures that we'll look at in a bit. But there's a great resource at the library for people.
Yes, we do have, in addition to books, we still have original materials, archival materials such as photographs, as well as textual records. A lot of them, of course, do deal with the history of Guelph. So, for example, if you're wanting to research your home, you could look at things like assessment rolls, which could show property value over time. So we have those kind of resources here, and people are welcome to come in and use them when they have the chance. Yes.
Okay, and this is also the genealogy department?
Yes, it's also, I do help with some of genealogy as well. We do have a staff person who does a lot of that, but I do assist from time to time because a lot of the resources people need as genealogists are also archival records. So that's sort of where I help and come into play by providing access to those records.
Okay, but access, we should note, it's not a, hey, I'm going to go in and check out this book for a couple weeks?
Yes, it's with archival records, typically, yeah, you don't walk into an archival area and take out a book and sign it out for 3 weeks. It doesn't quite work that way. You have to use them in-house primarily, and then usually make an appointment with me, and then you could sit down, look at the record, and go from there. Yes. Okay,
great. Can we have a look at these amazing pictures that you brought in? I know this is just a small sampling of what's at the library. So what are we looking at?
This here is the YMCA that was on Quebec Street. It's sort of one of the photographs that I like. It gives you a sense of what facilities were available in the earlier part of the 20th century in the downtown area. Okay. So that's one I want to highlight. We have additional ones as well.
Yeah, I think we were just going to go through the pictures if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
I want to see the fireman too.
Yes, this one's I wanted to bring this one inside of the library. It's the Carnegie Library. It's an interior shot. Of course, that building was torn down, but the library has kept some of the furniture. So many of the branches, the furniture from the Carnegie Library is often also a part of the new branches now. So I thought I'd bring that in. It's one of my favorite ones as well.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, that's neat. I don't know when the fireman one is, but I want to see. You brought in a great one from the 1870s.
Yes. Yep.
Look at them. Always a man in uniform.
Yeah, this is the from around 1870. These are firemen outside of City Hall. We roll to another shot. We'll see the actual building that was served as a fire station for a few years. And they actually had used it to dry their hoses and whatnot on. It was actually right behind City Hall. So that was another kind of unique.
This is when they're riding out on horse and carriage and carrying the bucket. We were actually just saying, I wonder how they got called out in the 1870s.
Very different than what they do it now. Unfortunately, we didn't have the technology. But you can sort of see in the corner there's a tower right behind City Hall where they used to put their hoses and dry them. So I thought it was going to be a unique photograph. Much is happening downtown with the new City Hall and whatnot. So I thought it would be appropriate to bring a few images in like that.
I was saying this looks quite grand.
Yes, yeah.
And this is still the 1800s?
Yes, this is about probably the early 20th century approximately. You can see the Winter Fair building grounds as well as City Hall sort of in the background there with the tower on it. You can see a lot of open space. Of course, now you have Carden Street as well there now, but it would have looked much different. So I encourage people to come and look at our photographs, view them online, and ask questions or even provide feedback, because sometimes we have photographs we don't maybe know a lot about. So.
Ooh, can people bring in photos?
Yes, we do accept donations, for example, of photographs. We're more than welcome or happy to acquire them if they fit our mandate. So I would encourage that, yes, very much.
Oh, I'm sure there's some amazing photos out there that are shoved in the attic.
That's right, yes.
Now, are there any juicy secrets still? Oh, wait, let's do this last picture.
Yes,
the bar.
This is the, we believe it's the Albion, the hotel or bar hotel that's downtown. And I don't know much more about the photograph. It's probably, again, early 20th century or late 20th century, or not late 20th century, probably early 20th century. It's kind of a unique sort of social scene there, a brief sort of social shot, if you will, of what things may have been like.
And yet, it still looks like modern day. Pulled up to the bar with the barkeep.
Yes.
Yeah, not much has changed that way, I don't
I
think.
suppose not, no.
So are there still some juicy secrets of Guelph that you think can be dug up?
Well, I think there's a lot of interest, for example, in the Baker Street parking lot, I find, with, of course, there used to be a burial ground there. The bodies were moved some time ago. And there's, I get questions where people ask about, well, do you have information about ghosts? And have there been any kind of stories that have been told? Because apparently there has been some people who've witnessed and seen activity there. So I've had questions about that, and I do try to provide some sort of historical context to help them sort of place the time and place of what they're trying to talk about. So those are kind of unique questions.
That's cool. We should have you back in to do a segment on the ghosts of Guelph.
There you go, yes.
I bet we could fill a whole show with that.
Likely so, yes.
Well, thank you. And so you're always obviously there to help people. Genealogy is a huge undertaking to direct people where they should be going and what they should do. Amazing resource in the city. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
My little mini history lesson for the day. All right, it is going to be another hot one, but you're going to join us back here. Tomorrow we're talking about the Kids Ability Fun Run. We have the Guelph Storm Alumni Game. And of course, our Adopt a Pet with the Guelph Humane Society. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow, Guelph.